Hello everybody and welcome back. Glad to have you back here with me at the shop. Today we have a twofer. That's right, a twofer. So today what we're doing is a tool review and a DIY project all in one video. That is one heck of a bargain. So let's do the tool review first and come to the DIY after. Let's put this aside for now. Anyway, so what we're reviewing today is the Braun 390 lumens LED flashlight. You can get this at Harbor Freight, and it is item number 63958. And the regular price on this is $39.99, $40. And this is made to compete against the Astro 40 SL, which normally sells for about $60. So right off the bat, this is $20 cheaper than Astro. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a better flashlight. I've had this for about 6 months now. This is one of the first runs of this flashlight. I got it right when it first came out because when they introduced it, they put it at an intro price of $19.99. And I thought that was a bargain. I had been considering getting the Astro for quite a while, and when this came out at 20 bucks, I jumped on it. And I'm glad I did, because first of all, it's a great little flashlight. Second of all, now, if you try to get this, it's either $40, or when they put it on sale or a coupon, I only see it go down to $24.99 or $25. I got it for $19, so I thought that was a great price right there. If you see this go on sale or coupon for $19.99, run. Don't walk, run, and get yourself a pair. Get two, get three. You can get 3 of these for the price of one Astro. That is a bargain if you're getting it at $19.99. Even at $25, it is still dirt cheap compared to the Astro. This has a lot more features that I like compared to the Astro than the Astro does. It is a better device as far as I'm concerned. So Harbor Freight claims that the flashlight will run, the main cog here will run 2 hours on high and 7 hours on low, and the flashlight LED tip here will run 11 hours. That's the run time. And this runs on the standard 18650 rechargeable battery. And the good thing is that the battery is removable. The base here unscrews and you can take it out. So if for some reason this runs out, you can take another battery, pop it in, and keep going. You can't do that with the Astro. You have to recharge it because it's sealed up. So this one has that going for it and many more features. So just unscrew the base, and out comes the battery. Pop it back in, you're ready to go. And another good feature about this flashlight compared to the Astro, this is an aluminum body. The Astro is all plastic. The only plastic part is up here where the cob is. The rest of the body is aluminum, so it's very durable. It's all knurled, good in the hand, gives you a nice solid feel to it. Even if your hands are slippery, it won't slip out of your hand. And it's a good dimension. It's not too big, too bulky. It fits comfortably in the hand. So I think it's very comfortable. The Astro has another feature that I don't like, is that the pivot is at the base. It has a little additional part here, and it pivots on that. It sticks out like my finger, let's say, and you pivot it on the base. You have to pivot the entire flashlight to get it to go where you want it to go. This flashlight pivots up here, halfway up the flashlight, which is more convenient because you affix it wherever you want, and then you can adjust the light wherever you want it to go. Now, this top part rotates 180 degrees. So it rotates all the way from here, all the way to here. And as you're turning it, you will find that it does have detents. So it will stop and stay wherever you want it to be. Obviously, if you abuse it and you go back and forth, you may wear those out. I suggest you don't do that. The detents will be your friend at some point in the future. So hang on to them, take care of them. And you can stop it anywhere in between. You don't have to go straight to the detent. So that's a convenient feature if you have an odd situation and you have to rotate that light in an odd angle and get it right where you want it to go instead of moving the whole body in that direction. So that's a good thing. The light also rotates on the base, so you can turn it anywhere you want it to go. So that is another convenient feature. And it'll rotate almost 360, 270 or something like that, I think it is. It does obviously go back and hit the stop. And it has a switch here that lights up very conveniently, tells you when it's on, green, and when it gets low on battery, it'll turn red. So it tells you it's time to recharge it. That way it doesn't just go out on you. As you can see here, it is the Braun name. So, and it does have very good light to it. I find it to be quite convenient. And it only has two settings, high and low, and then the flashlight tip. One thing the Astro does have that this one does not have, which is not important to me, but if it is to you, then I suggest you get the Astro and you pay more. The Astro has a rotating knob at the base here, and that's how you adjust the lighting. So you can rotate in small increments from low all the way to very high, and anywhere in between. This one's only high and low. That's it. To me, I usually just use the high function. I barely ever put it on low. So to me, it doesn't really matter. If it does to you, you got to pay the extra money. Sorry, what can you do? So this light, oh, one other thing. When it first came out, a lot of people were saying that the LED at the tip was a silly feature and they would never use it. Well, let me tell you, I disagree. I find this to be a very useful feature, and I have used it many times. Because when you're doing automotive work or working in something where you have a lot of obstructions in your way, hoses, pipes, and all sorts of things, when you put a lot of light on it, you're going to see, just like my hand right here, you get a lot of shadows. Shadows will make it hard for you to see what you're trying to do. This tip a lot of times allows you to get in between things and light up exactly what you want to see. So that can be very, very helpful. And I have used it, so I like it. So let me show you here the lighting that it produces. That is the high function. I'll turn off the light here. That is the high function. One thing about this light, it goes high, low, and then the tip. Only if you do it all at the same time. If you wait, it just goes from high to off. So you have to select it all at the same time. So high, medium, and then the tip, which, like I said, for a flashlight is pretty darn good. So it does a very good job. And let me show you here the button. You can see it lights up green, telling you that it is charged up. It would turn red if it wasn't. And then over here you have the USB plug for charging it up. When you plug it in, it'll be red that it's charging, and then it turns green when it's fully charged. So that is your breakdown of the Braun 390 lumens flashlight. It's a good little flashlight, and I would recommend it to anyone. And considering I've been using it on all sorts of projects, I think it's durable enough, and the price is a steal. And it has also a very good magnet at the base, and it's flush with the base. I don't know if you can see there. It attracts all sorts of magnetic stuff. But it's flush with the base, so it doesn't cause damage when you put it somewhere. But also, one thing that I'll point out about this is that it's not only for automotive use. A lot of times I've used it right here on my bench, because sometimes the wife will ask me to fix something for her, a little tiny, minute little thing, and the light above me is not good enough. So I will put this here on the bench and bend it down and put it to work. Now, I know you're wondering to yourself, well, wait a minute, how do you do that? It doesn't want to stay up. It's kind of a weird shape and it won't stay up. I got a solution for you, my friend. Here you go. Instant base. Have a nice big metallic object like this. I found this giant washer on something I dismantled. Put that on your base and bam, you got yourself an instant work light to work on anything you want to work on and give you great lighting. Look at that. I can put it right on top of here and I can work on anything comfortably and conveniently just by doing this. And if I need more height, here you go. Another device. Convenient. Put it on there. I can work right under it. If it's a long object, let's say like this hammer, and I have to put it under there, and I have to get under here, and it has to be, there you go. Solves your problem right there. Now I can focus on what I'm doing right here, and the other part can slide underneath it. Necessity is the mother of invention, and that's how you come up with things. And the good thing is, the magnet on this is really strong. I mean, look at that. It holds anything, anywhere, any angle. It is really strong. You got to fight it to get it off of there. Anything ferrous, it really clamps on. It won't fly off anywhere. So that is your tool review of the Braun 390 lumens flashlight. I suggest if you're considering this or the Astro, this is a much better light as far as I'm concerned. Harbor Freight did a good deal. Thumbs up. Let's get now to the DIY project. I'm going to show you how to make your own flashlight for free. This light is a solar security light. And let me put that there to reduce the glare a little bit, maybe. This is a solar security light, which I'm sure a lot of you out there have. And it has solar cells on the back, and it recharges itself. And here, on this round area, what it had originally was a little translucent dome. And it would sense lighting, so it would turn on at dusk and turn off at dawn. And that's what it's supposed to do. These are generally pretty cheap, around $20 or so. Harbor Freight has their version of it for $15. You can go out and get one of these and do this project if you want, or if you have one and it breaks, don't throw it away. You can turn this security light into an awesome flashlight. That's the trick right there. This security light broke, and my wife was going to throw it away. I told her, no, 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 no. Let me tear into it first and let me see what's going on inside there. And it's very, very simple. And this recharges with one of these 18650 batteries also. So they hold a lot of power for a long time, and it gives you excellent lighting. If you thought the Braun was good, this light is fantastic. Check this out. Check that out. That light is fantastic, and it gives you a big, broad area of lighting. And maybe, let's see, about the same as the Braun. If you put them next to each other, about the same. And this light cost, you can see there, it's bright. This light cost me nothing because it was going to go in the garbage. Now the thing about this is that this little micro switch right here is already on the unit. I did not have to put that on there. You can tear this thing apart, and it's very, very simple. It has a little circuit board right up in here which controls the light, turning it on and off from dusk to dawn. It is a solar sensor. And then you have the LEDs, and here in the base you have the battery. Very simple. Not much going on inside there. What happens is the sensor or the circuitry inside will go bad. I mean, these are cheap little products made in China at the bare minimum cost that they can go for. And then they sell them here for 15, 20, 30, 50, whatever each manufacturer sells them for. They're convenient little lights. They light up the outside of your house for security reasons, but when they go bad, most people throw them away. Now you know better. Now you can turn it into a flashlight. All you got to do is open it up. The circuitry inside there, you're going to abandon it completely. This little switch, you see a little hole right here. Let me show you right there. There's a tiny little hole where my finger is. That hole is where that micro switch was behind there. So this little micro switch is there so that you can stick a pin in there and turn it on to test it during the daylight. And that way you can figure out where you want to put it. So it's like an emergency on-off, or to turn it on and off for positioning it. So what you do is, when the light stops working, when the sensor is no good, and when it refuses to turn on and off, but the LED and the battery are still good, all you do is take the little circuit board. I moved it over the switch was right here. All I did was move it over to here where I could access the switch, and I made it stick out a little further so I could reach it, hot glued it onto there, and then all you have to do is take the two leads from the wire, the positive and the negative, disconnect them from where they are because they're going to be going through the sensor. You don't want that anymore. You're going to take those two leads and you're going to solder them on to the switch on each side of the switch, positive and negative, so the power goes in and out. Simple. So bypass the circuitry, disconnect it from there, connect it onto the switch, and bam, you have yourself a free LED light of about 300, 400 lumens. It costs you nothing. This is very light. It stands up on its own. Very convenient, lightweight, plastic, does not get hot. Cool little product. I bypassed the solar cells. And if you want to make it magnetic so it stays where you want it to go, so it sticks to something, like let's say you want to use this in your car. There. I stuck a magnet on the back. This is an old magnet from a speaker. I hang on to these. When a speaker goes bad and the paper is no good anymore, rip out the paper and keep the speaker. I have lots of these. See? I just hang on to them. This is an old Sony speaker that I just kept. And that's what you do. I put it on there. I ground down the little tabs and I put it on there. This is the most magnetic part. This is a little weaker on this side. So I turned it over this way. A little double-sided tape. And it holds it perfectly. No problem at all. That way you could stick it onto something and put it wherever you want it to go. So now you know how to take normal, well, what would be garbage, let's say, stuff you have lying around the house, and turn it into a free, awesome flashlight. I keep this right here on my bench, standing up, and when I need to do something, I just grab it and light it up. See? Simple enough. And when the battery goes bad, I just open it up, stick a new battery inside, and keep on going. And I recharge my battery and have it ready to go. In fact, I have a whole case of batteries that I collect off of devices that are battery powered, but some of the batteries fail. I throw away the bad ones, keep the good ones, and I just keep them ready, all charged up and ready to go for all my flashlights. You can do that too. And I just keep them in a simple little case, pencil case or something my daughter used to use, and I use it now for my batteries. So there you go. That is a great way to turn a simple project into something useful and save you a lot of money. If you don't want to spend $30, $40, $50 on a flashlight, do it for nothing. I'm not saying to go out and buy one of these and tear it apart. I mean, of course you can if you want to, but if you have one lying around and you're going to throw it away because the circuitry is no good, bypass the circuitry, turn it onto an on and off manual switch, and you're good to go. So anyway, I hope this helps you out. I hope the DIY comes in handy, and I hope you like the Braun flashlight, and go buy it if you need it, because it's really awesome. I've been using it for months, and no problem whatsoever, no failure. It lights up awesome. And I hope you liked the video. Hope it helps you out. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys back here on the next video. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye for now.